Oh, shut up, cow. Shush. They're so loud. Why are cows so loud? They're always so loud. Welcome to another beta Minecraft video here on the Back to Beta server. And in the last video, we created this beautiful cave entrance. And I'm a big fan of how this turned out, and you've got to be kidding me. I hate the rain. Speaking of loud things, the rain is so goddamn loud. My ears. Alright, one moment. We'll be back when this rain ends. Alright, there we go. Much better. Frickin' rain, go away. Go away. Alright. What was I saying? Last video, this is what we did. Well, we did most of this, and it looks pretty good. I added a few things, maybe since then. Some, like, you know, little bits of green wool to kind of break up the grass a little bit. We added some wheat as well, and I think that looks good. I kind of intentionally made it a little obscured by the grass here, so that it's not as obvious here, but when you're walking down here, it just gives that pop of color, you know, makes it a bit more distinguished, which I think is good. But today, we're going to be focusing on the interior of the cave, which currently has nothing going on. I missed that jump. Here. Nice. Oh, I also added a few more little, like, details through here. We got some wheat. I think I put some wheat here, but it must have died. Whoops. But anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, if we come back here, you can see that I've done quite a bit of work in this cave already compared to last time. It was pretty much just a flat bit of grass, and now I've actually kind of put in a bit of structure and shape here. Now, most of this, well, you know, everything at this level is going to be water right here, and I'm going to add a little bit, like, kind of like how these are, but they're probably going to be a bit more rocky in areas like this. I've actually got sort of some examples over there, but yeah, this is, you know, pretty much the same kind of I guess strategy we did in the last video where, you know, I placed in all gravel through here, and I lined the soul sand through the bottom of the grass, bottom of the river down here like this, and then we went through and detailed it with, you know, with stone and cobblestone as well. You're also going to notice that I've got this big sort of disc in the middle here, and obviously there's some sandstone here. We've got a bit of, yeah, bit of changing up in this place to do. I've got a pretty cool idea that I don't think I've ever seen anyone else do, at least in beta Minecraft. And that'll become a bit more obvious later down the line. I won't reveal it just yet. I want to just spend a bit of time actually working on this exterior, this like outer ring here, before we can like kind of get an informed decision here. I want to get the water in first so that it actually can kind of inform what this is going to look like. And I think this sort of back top section here, I've got an idea as well. We're basically going to transform this entire cave into, yeah, a bit more of a different area. And something else I want to try as well. So obviously inside here, we've got the kind of gradient from like gravel to stone and cobblestone. It's almost like, you know, this sediment, or I guess this rock here is being turned into like sediment or, you know, broken down or whatever. I don't know geology terms. But I wanted to try maybe, because the, like, outskirts are going to be, like, a bit more grassy and a bit more dirty, maybe. I want to try maybe having this kind of transition in here, having some note blocks here, and then some wool as well, seeing what that looks like on the outskirts, and then, yeah, also combining that with the rock and the stone, maybe. I don't know, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. I'm going to go through and do a little more of this kind of detailing in here, and then maybe before we put the water in, I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it might not look like much, but the foundations of this cave are coming along very nicely. I've actually done quite a lot of work. Probably, it looks like less work than I've actually done, I think. But yeah, like I said, I did the outskirts. These are all detailed up now. I've added a few sort of rocks and stuff in place where it's kind of like breaking off. It's almost like the river has come through and parted, you know, maybe at one point this whole thing was just a big slab of sandstone, or, you know, whatever this stone is supposed to be, and the river's just kind of cutting through it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, the main feature that has been added is obviously this clay deposit right here, which if you don't know, in beta Minecraft, clay is quite a valuable resource because it only spawns in smallish chunks and you have to explore a lot to find it. So this is a huge amount of my clay that I've used here, and as you can see, like even in the water, there's like you know, clay lining it so that it actually, you know, is all clay. And yeah, I actually really like the way this is looking so far. This like clay deposit with water inside it. It's a little bit kind of reminiscent of like the lush caves in modern Minecraft, which is kind of what I'm going for a little bit. I do like those caves. I think it's pretty cool. So I've kind of decided to, I guess, imitate that a little bit, and I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, when you look at it from over here, it just looks like a whole bunch of clay. But once we get some you know, leaves and stuff all growing out through here, I think it'll look pretty good. We've got, yeah, all this detailing in here, which took some time. So the next thing to do is to basically flood this whole room with water, and then from there I'll decide, you know, where any extra leaves will go. I want to make sure that I keep lighting as like a I guess, focus as well, because obviously right now we've got this torch spam everywhere. I want to make sure that I can find a way to light this place up, you know, with glowstone, hidden lighting and stuff, so that, you know, no mobs spawn, but it's also setting the mood a bit, you know, or at least minimal mobs spawn. So yeah, I'm going to flood this place, and yeah, we'll see what that looks like once it's done. Alright, and here we go. We have the water all in place now, and it kind of looks worse. A little bit worse. I think once we have a bit of lighting in here, hidden lighting, to actually illuminate a bit of the underwater section, I think it'll look a lot better, you know, rather than just being completely flat along here. But you'll notice, if we walk back over here, you'll notice that I've added a few other details. First of all, the roof now has all this sandstone in place. There's this sloping bit in the middle here, which is almost aligned with this bottom section here, and then there's the bigger, sort of more solid flat bit on top, and then there's dirt. I created a whole extra dirt layer on the roof over here to kind of set that stone in the roof, almost like you know, it's set up in there, you know, and yeah, I guess the main feature of this cave, which I'm going to announce now, I guess, is the stalactites and the stalagmites that are going to be in the middle of the cave here. I think this is going to be really cool to look at, and I've never really seen anybody make a cave like this with like stalactites and stalagmites in beta Minecraft. Now, obviously, the dirt is just temporary. My plan is to actually, right now, I feel like this bottom platform is like a little bit flat, right? I need it to come up a little bit off the ground a bit. I want it to be a bit rockier. If you've ever been to kind of these caves where they have these kind of formations, they have like mounds and stuff, because it obviously drips from the roof. That's like how it's created, right? The water seeps through the stone or across the stone, and then as it comes along and starts dripping down, it leaves behind you know, pieces of rock and sediment and stuff, and that's what builds up the stalagmites. And then as they drip down, the bigger, you know, the more full parts of the rock are going to land, you know, and that's how they get created by that's how the stalagmites get created. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And every now and again, well, you know, if they do that for long enough, there's these really big ones that form on top and the bottom, and then they connect up, so long as, you know, this doesn't fall. But yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of mounds, you know, a little bit of roughness on the ground here. Obviously, it's going to be a little difficult to do that up here because we don't have slabs, you know, top slabs. We only have the bottom slabs. So I'm thinking of going like bottom slabs, sandstone, and then obviously the point of the stalactite and stalagmite will be fences, and I think it's going to make for a really cool effect, actually. Alright, so I think I'm just going to have a go, I guess, and I think I'm going to start with maybe this middle central one, although now that I think about it, maybe that's not the best idea, because maybe we'll want to have like a bit of frame of reference, you know, like maybe that's what a small one looks like. Does that look good? I don't know. We definitely need to smooth it out, you know? We're gonna need to smooth this whole, like, platform out a little bit, I think. Yep. That's, you know, that's definitely some, something. Okay, let's go back in. I regret putting the water in this early now that I think about it. Jumping across this is so annoying. And the thing is, like, it can go up and then down again. It doesn't actually have to be like this, where the whole platform is raised up. You know, it can just be kind of around where the clumps are. Like, that looks good. As like a clump, and then it comes down, and then back up again. I think that's actually a cool idea. So, these are definitely going to be like this. So, I'm kind of just trying to, like, inform myself on what is going to look good. I feel like this one here needs to be. I'm glad I kind of got the general shape out, you know, of what I wanted, because now, yeah, now this is kind of informing what I do, which I think is good. Okay. And what if we just turn all of this into sandstone real quick? This has been quite the expensive project when it comes to sandstone as well. Not only have I used a lot of clay, but also a lot of sandstone. But that's okay. Lucky I've got loads of it still from when I went mining, you know, mined an entire desert out. Which, yeah, I'm still living off that sand today, which is crazy. What if we had, like, ooh, okay, this could be cool. What if we had, like that? That could be pretty cool. Don't get too bogged down in the details yet, Blair. Come on now. Yeah, okay. Pretty cool. I think maybe a little too, like, pyramidal up there. Hang on, let's take a step back. Because these are kind of, they're kind of thin, you know? That, like, in real life, they're kind of thin. I don't have a whole lot of room to work with, but I think this is the right idea. I might need to actually bring in some, like, yellow wool to break up the sandstone a little bit. Because I don't think dirt's going to cut it. I do have sand. And I do have, like, wood slabs and trapdoors, which I kind of just remembered I had. Which could help. That actually could help smooth things out up the top a little bit, maybe. Okay, you know what? This is kind of coming along. Especially, I think the effect works when you're moving. Okay, you know what? The more I put in, the more I'm liking this effect. I think that looks like what it's supposed to look like, you know? Yeah, okay, alright. I'm convinced. If there was ever a time I'd want these to connect, it's kind of now. I kind of liked that connected effect there, actually. I might keep that. Okay, all the ones that I planned to put in are in now. So let's have a look here. And I think adding small ones really makes a difference as well. You know what? That actually really does get the effect I'm looking for. I actually really like that. The dense look in the middle as well is exactly what I'm looking at. This is looking really good. You know what? This actually has worked so much better than I expected. Let's go. Oh, I walked in the way of my stuff. This is okay. And you know what? It looks good from, like, all angles right now. Alright, we're a little bit later now, and I've gone and taken away a bit of the torches and added some lighting in here, and now with the lighting in, it makes a huge difference. I've also added a whole bunch of these, like, smaller ones in here, just to build up the density a bit, and I'm really happy where this is at right now. I think it looks good from kind of all angles. I'm just going to do a little quick walk around. I think, yeah, like this looks like what it's supposed to be, I think. I mean, you guys will have to let me know down in the comments if this makes sense. But yeah, if we walk through here, I tried to, like, fill each of the space. I think, you know, it's looking pretty good down here. Now, it does blend a little bit into the background, which I'm hoping will change once we add a whole lot of foliage, which is really the last step in what we need to do now, is adding, you know, all the greenery, you know, similar to what we did, I can't see the cave, similar to what we did in there, where we added, you know, grass, and we added leaves, and we added, you know, pumpkins and stuff like that, you know. I think that's the last thing we need to do to really separate, you know, this central bit from the clay and from this. I think it'll really help. And, you know, having things hanging from the roof, I think would be cool. So yeah, we've still got a lot to do. All that detailing takes a long time, I think. Like this detailing here probably takes longer than anything I've done so far up until this point, I reckon. And yeah, I think I'm going to work hard to actually hide all the lighting, of course. So yeah, I'm going to go through that, and yeah, not sure how much I'll show, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, as predicted, that took such a long time. I've actually finished the entirety of the cave. I just went into a bit of a flow state and kind of just got all the detailing done, pretty similar to what we've got out here with all the rocks and the pumpkins and the things like that, you know, the hanging leaves and stuff. All of that is done. I hid all the lighting and kind of see it behind me. But I want to show Ryan. I want to show Ryan for the first time with you guys, the whole cave all fully complete. And yeah, hopefully you guys will appreciate all of the detailing I've done in there, because yeah, it took me a really long time, but I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I really considered pretty much every single block placement and you know, bit of lighting and things in there. I think what I'm most proud of in there is the lighting, and how it kind of draws your eye places and how it all looks. So we're gonna get into a call with Ryan, and I'm gonna show him the cave for the first time.
Do you want to hear my R2D2 one?
Yeah. Discord cut it. But honestly, I heard the start of it. I knew it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Really good, man. All right. So, welcome to the cave. I know you've seen like this front entrance bit, and I told you not to look inside. You better not have looked inside my cave without my consent. But yeah, I've done like a load of work in here, and I've just the two things I really wanted to focus on was, first of all, the lighting. I really wanted to get the lighting right and the vibes.
Right.
And then I've like painstakingly gone through like every block and like kept walking back and looking at it all. It's been a process, but yeah. The central, you know what? Let's just walk in. Let's just walk in. You go first. I think the best way, actually, I wanted it to be like through this middle part, but I actually think the best entrance will be if you walk this way.
Like
just
this?
Yeah, just like across the thing. Yeah.
Ooh, it's like the beginning of Indiana Jones. Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay back, Sadapo. Bandits ahead.
And then
this is quite nice.
Cave. Yeah.
Oh, my shoes are wet. Bollocks. I didn't bring the right boots.
Didn't bring your wellies.
No, this is quite cool.
Yeah.
Didn't bring my wellies. I'm in sneakers right now. It's
So
like a lush cave with a spaceship in the middle.
Welcome to the cave. So I think a spot that I stood at a lot was like this here, and like coming across here. So the inspiration was like something that I feel like I've never really seen anyone do in beta, which is like stalactites and stalagmites, which is what this central bit is supposed to be. I had like a reference image that I was going on, and I feel like this like did it justice, you know.
I like it.
And yeah, I like continued this water. It's like all deep in, and then I wanted to make it almost like bioluminescent water. There's places in the world where like you like ride into these caves on boats, and then like as the boat moves, there's like algae that like is like bioluminescent, and if you put your hand in the water and move it around, it like glows. And that's kind of the idea that I had behind this. It's almost like the sugar cane is like making it lit. But yeah, I also made it so that you can like jump, like parkour across a lot of it as well. Terribly. Yeah. So yeah, you should come across here and have a look around, because yeah, there's lots of details that I've slapped in here. Obviously there's like
quite cool.
A load of clay over here, and this was like based on a lush cave. Like I kind of wanted to get that clay in there, and then line it all up with like vegetation.
I like that.
And stuff.
I needed clay actually, so
perfect place to go mining for clay. What a huge clay deposit! Wow, I've never seen one this big in beta.
That's what Captain Cat would do.
Yeah.
Wow, clay! Holy shit!
Obviously, the roof was like super close to like your stuff above. Like right above here is your jousting arena, so I didn't have much to work with. But I think I made it work like pretty well. Like it's kind of meant to be, you know, that the stone is kind of sitting in here, but then there's like been, I guess, dirt that's like slowly been eroded away somehow with the water, you know, to reveal the stone and to reveal like the clay as well.
I actually think I see a glow squid over there.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, he seems to be
Armed.
Yeah, he's an armed glow squid. Oh crap!
Oh,
it's hostile.
Glow squid. Holy shit!
I've never seen one.
He hates that he got voted in.
It's like a super rare glow squid.
It just kills you. Wow.
But yeah, I made the dungeon like all overgrown and stuff because I felt like it was kind of cool like this, like all preserved,
like this, yeah.
but overgrown rather than actually
maybe
turning it into something. I was thinking maybe we could knock out the torches.
A bit of lava under it.
I was thinking, yeah, like put like glowstone underneath, knock out the torches, and then maybe put like 2 pieces of glass here or something. But what the?
That'd be cool.
What the hell was happening?
What the fuck? What the?
I like heard the breaking. I was like, what are you breaking right now? Yeah, that's just the goblin of Loki. You know, they come around every now and again. But yeah, if you come through here, there's like this. I did this up basically how you had the other one. I didn't think that this isn't the main attraction, you know. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like this underwhelming, I guess, entrance and then this grand cave.
It's like the side way in. Although I think what you could do is because that bit's got water in, maybe just fill like these bottom bits with water.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah,
that's just a small detail.
Yeah, just a small thing to tie it in. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Also, these furnaces, I think, are Olive's. So in that case, you can totally get rid of them.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah. I think he was cooking stone.
He was cooking something.
Oh god, this creeper.
Oh. Yeah, look, I put the water in, like, basically first. You have no idea how many times I've just jumped in the water and had to get out. It's, like, infuriating.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, it's not entirely, spawn-proof, as you can see. But, you know, it's for the atmosphere, okay? It's for the atmosphere. Crap.
I ain't got it. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Nice.
Someone got him.
I think I got him. But yeah, even underwater and stuff, there's like, yeah, it's all detailed and stuff. So I'm really happy with how much detail I was able to slap in here. I even lined the walls with gold. I talked with Gory briefly about it. I can't exactly remember what we said. I think it was like, one of my original ideas was to make it like a gold panning. Like in Australia, there's like these rivers and stuff where you can go and like pan for gold basically. And I was thinking, oh, maybe it'd be cool to kind of incorporate that somehow. Because in Australia, like this is based on like a structure in Australia. We have some really awesome caves that have like these stalactites, stalagmites, which I've like gone and seen. And it's like super sick. So I was like, oh, if I like combine those two things, it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, the only remnant of that is just slapping some gold in here, and then I added the dandelions as well because I wanted it to kind of tie into Gory's thing, which is obviously around the place. No,
I do like the gold ore, and it actually fits in with part of my area because I put gold ore in like some of the mob heads.
Oh yeah, true.
So yeah, it does kind of work. They're just a cool detailing block. They don't look. 100%. They're like the best ore you can stick somewhere.
I agree. I think gold and gold ore is like one of the best looking. It's like such a flex block, you know, and block an item.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the last thing is I got this little secret storage room that I slapped together today because I was like, oh crap, all my chests were like out in the open, so I just made this little thing here. But yeah,
nice.
I'll probably remove this at some point or raid it out. But
honestly, just leave it there. Maybe take all the stuff from the chest, leave that there.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it there, and it's like a useful kind of thing to have.
Useful kind of hidden.
Yeah,
always cool. Yeah, I like it.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it looks really cool.
I mean, yeah, based on what the cave was like before, I mean, I'm really proud of how this turned out, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it was a fucking mess before. I was like, something needs to be down here. I can't be bothered to do it. So,
and the thing you said to me was like, you were like, oh, I want it to be like a gory level of detail, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I can do that, but I could try. So I tried to keep that in mind. I tried to add as much detail as I like possibly could. This is my best attempt at the max amount of like natural detail. Yeah.
I think it looks really good. Yeah, I was like, they had this massive cave area. I was like, oh, who else has that? Gory. Well, let's do something like Gory.
Yeah.
Then Gory said he couldn't do it, and I was like, well, Blair would probably do it because he did my cathedral thing.
All right. Well, thanks for checking out my cave.
Yeah, naturally, huh?
Yeah. I hope you like it.
Yeah, thanks for making it.
It's crazy
good.
that
I think I could. Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say it's crazy that the two best things in your area are the two things that I've done. That's so crazy that this cave and then the exterior of the chapel. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd be without you.
Yeah, maybe dead.
Maybe I would have killed myself. I'd be like, oh man, I can't even build this.
Can't even make this cave, man.
Empty cave here. Oh man, fuck this shit. Anyway, yeah, I think I could. I could fit a Batmobile in the middle there. I think it would.
I think your Batmobile.
What was it? It was the chicken mobile or something.
Yeah, I think whatever it is, yeah, I think it would fit well in this cave. That's the one thing.
Next time you're
hang
here.
on, we need a Loki back here. She could be
Alfred.
Alfred, yeah, just sitting around in this cave. Yeah. Alrighty, but I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. This one took me a long time. I spent a lot of time detailing this place, as you can hopefully tell, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. And yeah, I hope you guys, I hope you guys like it as well. Yeah, pretty much after this now, it's Christmas. Alright, can you believe it? It's Christmas again. We're gearing up for our third Christmas on the Back to Beta server, which is very exciting. And yeah, I don't have huge plans. There's a bit of a time crunch at the end of this year, but I do have ideas. Ryan and I are going to work again on making another ice sculpture, and yeah, maybe we'll do some extra building on the way. But yeah, very exciting to head back to the Christmas area once again. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Laters!